is going on, guys? It's your boy the Golden Boy. Today we're back on Apex Legends, and today what I wanted to go over is my settings, or my pre-season 4 settings for season 4. Now I was going to do this video about a week later from now, and I was going to do it like probably the second or third day of season 4, but I figured, you know what, content is a little bit dry right now. I don't feel like playing the game on my own account, so I've been doing a lot of badges, or like paid badges lately, so I haven't been playing on my own account, and I figured, you know what, I'll tie this with my stats and everything like that for the end of the season. So this is going to be my settings that I run currently. That's like when I'm on any other account. So like when I jump on another account to get a paid badge, I just switch to these settings too. So this goes for my account and other people's accounts when I jump on those. And then I also will be showing you guys my end of the season stats for season 3. So like all my wins and like all the how many kills I have for each character and everything like that. So getting right into it, we're gonna go over the stats really quick first, and then the settings. So getting into the view stats,
you know what I look
I still have been using Wraith. I only used Wraith, to be honest, a little bit these past like 2 months. Like the past 2 months, I've hardly played on my own account at all. I've gotten maybe 270 kills out of how many kills. Like I'm almost at 30,000. That's when I did the 30,000 Wraith kills. I figured I would hit 30,000 by now, but I just have had no urge to want to play the game on my own account with the sweaty 3 stacks, just full sending and everything in pubs. It's just not fun to me. I've been actually having a lot more fun playing on other people's accounts, getting them paid badges and getting them pred and stuff. Like getting them pred is actually a lot more fun because I have a purpose to go for. I have something to do. Where on my own account, I just feel like I don't know, I'm just kind of like going with the win, and it's just kind of boring to me. But 29,777 kills, 16,600 is kill leader with almost 3,000 games played, so I still average around 10 kills a game even with being on Wraith on this gigantic map. Hopefully the next season's map is going to be a little bit smaller. I know they're going to get rid of a few places, and I hope that they make it to where like you can get places a little bit quicker, like there's a little bit more balloons, or maybe, or like they just cut off the mountains a little bit because it's just a little bit too big for my liking on the map. 3,260 games played, almost 2,000 wins. Average damage 2,000. You guys can see highest damage 55. Actually, my highest damage and my highest kills are completely different on this because I've done it on other people's accounts and stuff. My highest damage is actually 6,800, and then my highest kills is 31, and I ended up getting 30 kills twice. So it's very, very rare, very hard to get 30 kills legitimately in Apex. And 32,500 kills with 1,288 deaths, 25.2 KD. This was up to about a 25.4 was the highest it's been, and then it went down to a 25.2 because obviously the pubs and everything like that. And it wasn't even like the stat that were dropping that were making me not want to play on my own account. It was just the fact that I wasn't having fun playing in pubs, just like having to 3-stack, getting 2-3 kills, and people were just playing weird with G7s on the top of the roof and stuff like that. But that's just another story, obviously. Went on a 23 win streak with my buddy at the beginning of the season. Me and him just duo queued, and we went on a 23 win streak, which is pretty damn impressive. For the season, I have 765 games with 479 wins. This was also about a 65% win rate, or a 67% win rate, and now it's a 62.6. So that went down a little bit from the mid area of the season. Kills, I have 7,000 with 214 deaths at 33.1 KD. Also, this was a 35 KD, and then it went down, obviously, over the season with the whole skill-based thing and everything like that. And then, just for old reference and stuff like that, we'll go to, like, Ranked Series 1 if you guys want to see or are interested in that. So I have 101 games, 67, 18 KD. That was the first season. And then I ended up doing the, this season, I ended up getting a 25 or 28 KD? It was something around there on someone else's account that ended up paying for it, and I ended up getting them at 25 or 28 KD, which is also the world's highest for this season. And then for mine, I actually haven't even played at all this season, so, you know, I don't really care to play on, like, it just doesn't really matter to me. The badge doesn't really mean much. The pred trail is just pretty much for people to just dive on you and everything like that. But yeah, those are pretty much the stats for my combat record and everything like that. If you guys want to see just a little bit of kills, like who I usually run with, I usually only run with Wraith, as you can see right here. And then, actually, I'll go down like a few of these what's it called, these trackers for you, because you guys might be interested in a little bit of these trackers. I'm just going to go ahead and do this for you guys, because I don't know, you guys might want to see like how many SMG kills and stuff I have like that. Like SMGs, I have 7,000, and it's pretty much all R99 kills. Don't use Bloodhound, don't use Lifeline, don't use Path too much. I have a little bit of kills with Path and a little bit with Kill Leader, but I haven't really used him too much lately. He's a little bit too clunky for me. Haven't used Mirage, haven't used Crypto, haven't used Watson, haven't used Octane. Used Caustic maybe probably like 4 or 5 times now. And the first time I actually used him, I ended up getting a 20 badge for him, which is pretty funny. Bangalore, I said I was going to use, but I just haven't been on my own account. But, you know, I'm still doing pretty alright with Bangalore. Octane don't use. And then Jibby is probably my second favorite out of all of them. Like, I love Wraith. I love Jibby and I love Bang. Everybody else is kind of like, Caustic's pretty good for ranked. If you haven't used Caustic for ranked, he's really damn good. But Jibby's another one, 1,400 kills, or 1,426 kills with 765 kills. His kill leader, 155 game played. So I almost average 10 kills a game with Jibby, and he's actually my ranked character. So I used him for the majority of ranked last season. So I was averaging around 9 to 10 kills in ranked with Jibby. He was an absolute unit. He was super fun to use, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Going into the actual settings themselves, because I know you guys are going to want to see these settings now, and I'm going to quickly go over what controller I use because I get asked all the damn time. I actually have a bunch of SCUF controllers, and the one preferred one that I use, I'll go down to a T for you guys. It is a SCUF Infinity with the left paddle being jump, or the right one being crouch. I used 2 short dome thumbsticks. I use trigger stops for my L2 and R2, and then the bumpers are just regular, and then everything else is regular. I use default settings, man. Stick layout is default, and then I literally just use the paddles on the back for my jump and my crouch, and I hardly ever like move my right thumb, so my aim's always never like tampered with or messed with. So it's always going to be on the right thumbstick. I only use it for reload and swapping weapons, which is square and triangle, which feel very, very comfortable for me. They go right back under the thumbstick. I don't use it for jump or slide or anything like that. Like I said, I have the paddles on the back. So that is my controller that I use. I get a bunch of questions on that all the time. My cursor speed, or my aim down sight is hold. I use toggle crouch. I don't really like hold. I like, with my SCUF paddles, I just kind of like having the toggle. I might switch to hold at some point in time, but we'll see. Cursor speed is right above the first bar, so like this is at about the first bar, and then I go one more above that. That's just where I prefer to put mine at the moment. I use 5-4. I used to use 4-4 for series, or for season before season 1 and then season 2. I all use 4-4. So for almost 3 seasons, man, like 4-4. And then this season I was like, it's feeling a little bit too slow. I can't really keep up too much. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to go 5-4. I might actually switch this to 6-4 at some point in time. And I might switch off a classic and go to linear or something else in the future. It just depends on how I'm feeling or if I get bored with the game. But for right now, 5-4 with classic, small dead zone, because my controller doesn't really have any stick drift or anything like that. So it's like, it's pretty much the same exact thing as no stick drift. It's just a little bit more aim control, I think, without the look dead zone, but I prefer small dead zone. It keeps my aim on target. That's what I've been used to for the entirety of the game, pretty much. So that's too much the things right there. I don't use any look advanced controls or anything like that. Going to video, I use 100 field of view with minimal sprint shake. Definitely use minimal. It helps tremendously. Field of view is 100. I might switch to 110 in the near future. I'm not too sure yet. I just don't really prefer 110 because it gets a little bit blurry out of sight when you're in like air, and like when you're looking from afar, you can't really see those targets just as fine as you can if you're on 100 FOV, in my opinion. And then audio, I have my Astros hooked up to my PS4, and I have all that audio going through there, so that's all set up through there mainly. But yeah, that is my settings for Season 4. They're going to be my settings for Season 4. And yeah, I'm going to be rocking 5-4 for the next season. I'm actually pretty pumped. I just seen the Revenant trailer. Hopefully you guys have seen that trailer. It looks pretty damn cool. Hopefully they do some adjustments to skill-based matchmaking. That's pretty much the only thing I'm asking for. And I will be back on this game grinding. I do want to stream next season, guys. I want to stream for the majority of the season. I want to stream from probably anywhere from 2 to 8 hours a day. I want to stream in that range, looking like my schedule and everything like that. I just want the game to feel like the game again. I want to be able to go into a game and not have to sweat 24/7. I just want to be able to relax sometimes and play the game for you guys, to get some content for you guys on stream and everything like that. So hopefully, prayers up. Hopefully Season 4 is going to be one hell of a season, and I can get up in the streaming content for you guys. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys are brand new, make sure to subscribe. If you guys do like the video, be sure to leave a like. It helps out the channel tremendously. If you guys want a paid badge, go ahead and message me on PSN or Twitter, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.